Hello folks, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna show how I usually color grade my vlog footages from the S5 lineup to the Panasonic EVA1 lineup. Well, there is only one, so there isn't really much lineup, but whatever. But yeah, this shot is actually from my short movie. Called The Road Not Taken, that is going to premiere in Stockholm City Film Festivals next month 18th. And yeah, here I'm gonna show simply how you can kind of color grade a vlog footage in a really simple way. So let's get straight into it. My chosen program is DaVinci Resolve because, well, that's the industry standard colorist program, even though I'm not a colorist, but I love kind of trying to find my way through this program, and it's quite fantastic. So without blubbering too much, let's go straight into it. So as I said, this is a Panasonic EVA1 footage, and I usually start my notes always with this 5, where the first one is exposure, the second one is color correction, the third one is the kind of the style that I'm looking for, I'm going for. Then the fourth one is the LUT, if I decide to use a LUT or color transform panel in the effect here. And then the denoising. I put denoising and LUT always at the end because I want them to affect my overall image and not basically the color affecting the LUT and the denoising. It's a little bit complicated to explain it, but basically when you put them to the end, they kind of affect the full image after all the edits or the coloring that you have put on the image. While if you put it earlier, you're going to basically affect the image already kind of denoised and already basically with the Rec 709 baked in. So I rather have it flat while I'm editing, and then the denoising and the LUT affecting it way after. But if you want me to explain better this, we can do another video about it because it could be a really long video you have to explain. But let's go into this video. So first things for first, I usually start, of course, with converting the video to a standard format, depending on what you want to use. If you want to use Rec 709, Rec 2 2020, or HLG, whatever format you want to use. So let me change second this name here because it's usually color transformation slash LUT. Yes, so I usually start from almost the end, so from the LUT. So color transformation here, color space transform here. And of course, what you got to do, you have to put in the first one, you have to put what basically you shoot the profile. So you click P, in my case it's Panasonic V Gamut. You see the image already changing. Then input gamma, you put basically what you use. So mine is Panasonic Vlog, so I press V, Panasonic Vlog here. And you see already that there is a lot of contrast in the image already. In the output color space, you have to put Rec 709, and in the output gamma, you put gamma 2.4 or whatever gamma you decide to put and to start to color it. But this is kind of the standard format that you go for when you want to use the Rec 709. And as you can see, the image look pretty amazing already here. So I usually zoom in to see if there is some kind of noise somewhere, but yeah, there is a little bit of noise in the skin, so I usually tend to go with 2 and like put 3 in the Luma and 3 in the Chroma. Here it looks already better. Most probably on YouTube it will be, anyway, most probably something else will be happening on YouTube, knowing the YouTube algorithm here, not algorithm, but what they use to compress the image, the YouTube compression. So that's fine, doesn't matter. So let's go. So here now, let's go do the exposure. So here I usually go in the log format, and sorry, not log, but I go to this for this page. I don't actually know how to call it, but I usually try to balance, you know, the usual balance. The lift will be the shadows, the gamma will be your mid-tones, and the gain will be your highlights, and offset is offset. But don't think that they are exactly like in the log format where you see shadow, mid-tone, and highlights. It's a little bit different, the effect a little bit different, but now I'm going to show you what I do. What I see here, the shadows are already touching my zero line, so the shadow line. So, and you can see it from the hair. You see, if you put this if you put the waveforms near the picture, you can see exactly what is representing. So the hair, if I put the qualifier and you keep a look on the waveforms, when I move the qualifier, you can see exactly where the hair is. So I'm not gonna touch the lift, I'm just gonna push the gain up so that I can have kind of a balance, a little bit balanced color. There is pretty good for me. So I'm not gonna touch nothing there. So we can just toggle it off, on, off, on, off, on. It depends on what kind of image you're going for. If you're going for a more moody look, then this is unnecessary. This image is pretty good, but I like this image to be a little bit different and a little bit yeah, a little bit brighter, not that darker. So in the color correction panel is where I'm going to choose basically to color correct this image. For me, this is a little bit too warm at the moment, so I'm going to balance it, and to do so I will balance from the temperature. So I'm gonna go a little bit towards the blue because it's a bit reddish, but it's up to you what you want to do there, because if the warmth is what you're looking for or what you're going for, maybe you're shooting in a different kind of temperature or day. For me, this is more of a bluish day, kind of, where it was pretty cloudy that day, and I want to keep it, you know, like that, a little bit like this evening kind of look, you know. So bring it down. Yeah, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good for me, so I'm gonna keep it there. The style, well, what I want to do in the style, in this case, I really like the image. Maybe I will go slightly down with the contrast because it's too contrasty for my taste. Yeah, the girl was shouting. It was a shouting scene, so yeah, really liberating. But well, I'm not gonna push that much the image, so this is mainly what I will do for this kind of image. I'm not going to touch it too much, I'm not going to really do too much, but one thing that of course I will do here is the red hair, the hair. So I will create a parallel node in this one and try to fix her face. Okay, let's try to fix a little bit her face by selecting as much as we can only her face. Okay. Okay, this looks good, so let's Let's see. So you will usually use the midtones to fix skin color. So with the midtone, you see it was a little bit purplish. Let's use the vector scope. Let's this one again, and it's here. So what we can do, if we start again, you can see it's a little bit off because it's basically towards this line. So we pull towards the opposite side, so towards the green. Maybe you will not see it that much, but you can use your eyes. Sometimes I just use my eyes to do this kind of things. And if you do up, tick, off, you're going to affect, of course, both skin in this, because, well, the program don't see white or black person, so it just sees blood strings and light. So yeah, so you're going to affect both skin, but it's perfect because it actually working perfectly on both skins. Her face was reddish and her face was really orangey, but now both their face are really balanced. Her face is more natural and her face is more natural too. So I'm not gonna go too much into the deep editing, but this is how this image will be edited in a really simplistic way. But let me a comment down below letting me know how you will have done it, what you think about it, and thank you for sticking here with me. I'm gonna see you in the next one.